Hello, guys, and welcome to this video podcast. This is a new episode where I'm going to discuss a few words and their origins. Well, the Italians have an old saying, "El dolce far niente." I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but never mind. The words mean it is sweet or enjoyable to do nothing. On weekends and during holidays, many of us enjoy doing nothing. But most of the time, we have to work, and to keep our jobs, we must work very hard. Our employer will not like it if we do nothing, of course. Well, American workers often call their employers bosses. The word boss comes from the Dutch word baas, meaning master. Sometimes company bosses are called the brass. They also are sometimes called top brass or brass hats. Experts disagree about how these strange expressions started, but they may have come from Britain. Leaders of the 19th century British Army wore pieces of metal called oak leaves on their hats. The middle brass has a color similar to that of gold, so a leader or a commander came to be called a member of the brass, or he might have been called a brass hat, or even the top brass. By the 1940s, the expression had spread beyond military leaders. It also included civilian officials. A newspaper in the American city of Philadelphia used the term in 1949. It called the most important police officials top brass. Other expressions that mean boss or employer have nothing to do with brass or hats. One of these is big cheese. Yeah, a cheese is a solid food made from milk. And who doesn't know that? The expression probably started in America in the late 19th century. Some experts believe it comes from a word in the Ardo language, cheese. The meaning is a thing, so the meaning of baked cheese may be a big thing. Other experts say the word cheese in this expression was really an incorrect way of saying chef. The word chef means leader, so the expression may mean big leader. An employer usually does not object to being called boss, but most workers would not call their employers big cheeses, top brass, or brass hats to their faces. These words are not really insulting, but neither do they show great respect. Employers also have expressions to describe their workers. One of them that describes a good worker is that he or she works like a Trojan. This expression probably comes from the ancient writings of the Greek poet Homer. He wrote about the Trojans who lived in the city of Troy. He said Trojans worked very hard to protect their city. Now, the expression often is used to describe an employee who works hard for a company. A loyal, hard-working employee is said to work like a Trojan. So be happy if your company's brass hats say you work like a Trojan. They may consider you valuable enough to increase your pay. So that was it for today's podcast. That was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and you liked this episode. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. And catch you guys in my next one. Bye!